Hey y'all, welcome to Midweek Minis, the show where we answer your questions and you tell us personal stories, or more accurately, we tell them back to you. I'm Mitch Lawrence, that's my wife Leah Lawrence.
Hey y'all.
And we have personal stories, don't we, Leah?
We have one, yay!
Yay, we have something to use, and it's one of you for content. As well as all these questions. The bag's doing pretty nice, I'm surprised, actually. Let's keep them coming though, y'all.
Please do.
Yeah.
All right.
Get into it.
Our story for the evening comes from Jackie, who was one of our first and most awesomest listeners. So listen to this. You ready?
Hashtag regular contributor.
All right. It says, Mitch and Leah, I know I've sent in a story, but I can't remember what, so I'm going to just send this. If you've read it before, just move on. LOL. This is the story of my downtown house. So the day we went to see this house, my husband was surprising me. I had never seen this house or neighborhood. His sister came with us. I loved it the minute we pulled in the driveway. Lovely 1940s bungalow with a full front porch. I loved this house. So anyway, the good stuff. Kelly, my sister-in-law, and I take a walk around the block to check out the neighborhood. As we walked by the house next door, there was a little old lady standing in the doorway. Very classic granny house dress, short curly hair, glasses, and she was scowling at us hard.
Uh-oh.
We both felt her dislike. We both saw her. After we moved in, I never saw her again. Kelly and I would talk about the neighbor until we finally met the lovely older man who lived there and found out that he lived alone and his wife had died a year before.
Oh.
So I may have more stories about this house in particular if you want them, Jackie. And yes, we would like them because that's creepy and I love it.
It sounds like you moved next door to Norman Bates. I'm pretty sure it was just him in a dress. No wig.
Okay, that's not the angle I was thinking about, but that would make it better.
That's exactly what my mind went to. That guy misses his wife so much. Like, it's sad. It's a sad thing. He misses her, and sometimes he'll dress up as her, and he'll be her, and carry out conversations, and go to dinner, and, you know,
You've taken this
depressed.
to an extra creepy level.
Yeah.
I was just cool with the ghost.
No, it's just the guy. It's just him. Oh, yeah.
That made it way worse.
Jackie lives next to the Bates Motel. I'm surprised you didn't know that already, Jackie. Well, yeah, that's an awesome story, and I want more from that house, please. Send in more. You agree, Leah?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Then let's get into some questions. How about that? Mm-hmm. All right. From Marissa. What's the best joke you have ever heard? Leah, what do you have? Do you know one?
Okay.
I've got one. I've got two. I'll give you two. You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, please do.
I don't know about best, but like, you can always get a laugh with two jokes that I have here. And Leah's heard them both, so she's going to be upset. I'll go real quick. I'll do it real quick. All right. The premise of this joke is a bus full of ugly people crashes and they all die. It's like an ugly convention or something, but they're all on a bus. So they get to heaven and St. Peter is there and he says, look, we're overcrowded today. We're only going to let a few people in. No, I'm telling the wrong fucking story. God damn it. Anyway, St. Peter says, since you're all so hideously ugly, scratch everything that you just heard. St. Peter says, since you're all so hideously ugly, you all get one wish as you come into heaven that you can keep for all eternity. So they line up. The first person comes up, and it's a lady, and she says, I've been ugly my whole life. I want to be beautiful for all of eternity. St. Peter says, granted. She turns beautiful. She walks through the gates. Next guy comes up. He says, that's not a bad idea. I've been ugly for forever. I want to be handsome for eternity. St. Peter says, granted. He turns handsome. He walks in. And they just do that all the way down the line. And when it finally gets to the very last person in line, this person is huddled over in laughter, can't even contain themselves, can't even breathe. And St. Peter says, you've got to stop laughing for just a minute so you can tell me your wish. And the person looks up at him and says, make them all ugly again. And then he walks through the gates. That's a great joke, okay? That's a good one. Again, not the funniest, but you will always get a laugh with that. You want me to tell another one?
I mean, I don't have one.
You don't have one? Okay, no. I'll do one for Leah. This is Leah's favorite joke. A farmer goes to town and buys a new rooster. His rooster is getting old. He's not performing well anymore. So he brings a rooster back to the farm. Well, the new rooster is all young and cocky and walking around the farm. The old rooster sees this and goes, I'm going to put this asshole in his place. He walks up to him and says, look, I know you're the new guy here. You're going to be taking over for me, whatever. I'll just make you one bet. Let's race 10 laps around the barn. And if I win, you just leave the farm. Just go away. But if you win, you can stay and I'll leave. The young rooster says, yeah, absolutely, I'll do that. The old rooster says, one caveat. I want a half-lap head start. You're young. You're virile. I don't know if that's the word. But you'll easily beat me. I just want a half-lap head start. The old rooster, or the young rooster says, absolutely, no way I don't beat you. Let's do it. So they start. The old rooster has his half-lap head start. They get 3 laps in, and he's still about a half lap ahead. And the young rooster's going, okay, this guy's faster than I thought. I need to pick it up. So he goes a little bit faster. And by the 5th lap, he's starting to gain some ground. And all the other animals in the farm start coming around and cheering. They're just really enthralled by this race. 8th lap, young rooster is almost to him. 9th lap, he is right behind the old rooster. The farmer hears all the hubbub, all the animals outside making noise. He grabs his shotgun, runs outside, sees this happening, shoots the young rooster, kills him dead. All the animals scatter. Farmer starts walking back to his house and goes, God damn it, that's the 3rd gay rooster I bought this month. So
what?
There you go. Yeah. The old rooster has got a fucking racket running, Leah.
That was so weird. And homophobic.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's definitely homophobic, but you will always get a laugh with that joke.
No.
You laughed.
I did not.
You just did. You just didn't do it on microphone.
I chuckled at the fact that you think that's funny. That was like a waste of my time.
You loved it.
Yeah, I don't like jokes like that aren't. I like situational humor and comedy, and like
I do too.
I like listening to a comedian tell a story and be funny like that. Just jokes like that, anecdotal kind of things. Just not my thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that's a good one right there.
It was awful.
All right,
you should feel bad for saying it.
What's one of yours? What do you have?
I don't have one.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go, Marissa. There are our favorite jokes. Leah's was the gay rooster.
No, it was not.
So you liked the ugly people on the bus.
No, they were both terrible.
Anyway, you'll always get laughs with those jokes. All right. Also from Melissa, 100 kittens or 3 baby sloths, and why?
Yes.
Yeah, can we have both?
No, probably the sloths, because they're like slow enough to catch. The kittens are just like, that's chaos right there.
Yeah, and when you have 100 kittens, at least 15 of them are going to be assholes.
Yeah.
Like, they're not all going to be sweet and cuddly and cute and all
exactly.
that. So
you're going to get some biters.
Some of them are going to be mangy and assholes and,
Yeah, the sloths are much more manageable.
Yeah.
Still super cute. They only get down off of their tree to shit once a week. It's great. I vote
They don't
sloths.
shit from the tree?
No, to evacuate their bowels, they crawl down once a week and sort of let everything go and then get back up in the tree.
Why don't they just shit from the tree, though?
I don't know.
That's a terrible idea. I would be shitting from the tree. You know what? I might do that anyway. Starting now. I need to go
just climb a tree to shit in it.
I need to go outside and claim my pooping tree.
Well, we've only got one tree that I think would support you, so
There
that's going to have to be the pooping tree.
That's my pooping tree.
It does not have low branches, though, so you're going to have to
we'll get
a ladder.
Yeah, we'll get a ladder or a rope or something.
I'm sure the neighbor's going to love that.
Yeah. Well, fuck him.
Excuse me, this is our pooping tree. It's in our yard, deal with it.
Mind your fucking business. All right, from Alexandra, what color suits you best? Leah, what's your best color?
I think I look nice in green.
I will agree with that. You do. And purple. Because you just like purple, so you wear purple a lot. Mine would probably be black, like I think it would be for most guys, because it's more slimming. You just look better in black.
You look really good in pastel colors, like a pink. And he looks really nice in lavenders and purples.
Mm-hmm. I agree, but the color I like the most is probably black.
Well, I mean, I like to wear black too, but just more because it's simple and you can just... A black base with any kind of color on top just sort of looks semi-professional, and you don't have to feel bad about it, kind of.
Well, see, my favorite color is blue, and I don't really like wearing blue because I don't think it looks good on me at all. Because I think I look like a big old blueberry, and I don't know. I don't really like blue on me, but blue's my favorite color. Leah. So you think that yours is green, and that's it?
Yep.
All right, then. I guess that's what we'll go with. Marissa. I cannot read this, Leah. No, there it is. Who has influenced you most? There we go. From Marissa.
To be honest, probably my grandmother.
Oh. Weird.
I'm sorry, it's true.
It is. It absolutely is.
I mean, I'm 100% my grandmother, which is problematic because she's kind of mean. But, she's also
she's not
very... she's not mean, but like she has an attitude, which I appreciate. She has just the strongest work ethic. She works through pain and never stops, and she was strong enough to, raise a child by herself for a long time. And I don't know, she's a very strong woman, and she means a lot to me. And I've been taught to sew and cook and all sorts of stuff from her. So
yeah. Mine will be not family.
I also got my sass mouth from her. So there you go.
That's absolutely true. Mine are just various kind of like comedic, not necessarily comedians, but just like funny people overall. I have a lot. Dave Chappelle and Pete Holmes and Dan Harmon, and like a lot of everything kind of molds together for me. I definitely can't point to one person. But really smart people. Like, I remember from a young age, my dad said something that I think is kind of ridiculous, but also it definitely shaped how I saw things going forward. My dad said that he thought stand-up comedians were like modern-day philosophers, like really close to it. They're going to see shit in a different way and then tell you about it and tell a big crowd of people. And I definitely see that. And I see a lot of hypocrisy in the world. And when people make it funny, I really respect that. So, I don't know. There's a lot of people that I'm just excited about when they do something new, But, influence, I don't know. Can I say myself? And Jesus, obviously. I'm sorry, that's not funny. But no, absolutely not Jesus.
We can tell, Mitch. We can tell.
Funny people in general. Smart, funny people. Not slapstick funny. Oh, no. Fun stuff. Fun, funny stuff. Wicked, wild stuff. That was my Johnny Carson impersonation. How did it go?
It was terrible.
All right. From Kim, what did you do for Christmas as a kid? Leah?
I mean, just the normal stuff. So my Santa Claus was a diabetic. So
this is my favorite thing.
My Santa Claus was diabetic because my dad is diabetic. And so we always left sugar-free cookies because obviously, and Santa does not drink regular Coke. He drinks Diet Coke. He doesn't drink milk. He drinks Diet Coke. And reindeers definitely don't eat carrots like reindeers normally do. They eat bananas because they need to keep up their potassium so they don't cramp.
Yeah, well, they eat carrots everywhere else, so
you've got to give them a banana to like keep their potassium up so they don't cramp midair and fall out of the sky. So that's what I did as a kid. I left sugar-free cookies and Diet Coke for Santa, a banana for his reindeer. And my mom would always write, I would leave a letter for Santa, and my mom would always write a letter back in a sparkly golden gel pen that she had, and I was so fucking like, I was at the age where I was pretty sure Santa wasn't real, and then she pulled out the gel pen, and I was like, oh fuck, Santa has a golden pen, it's totally real. So yeah, I was really convinced. Yeah, but then obviously I had a much older brother, so he ruined that for me pretty early on. Yeah, just hanging out. We would go into our living room early in the morning and unwrap presents, and then just like chill until it was time to go to my grandparents' house. We had a really heinous macrame Santa that my mom made.
I remember that.
In the 80s. Her and my great aunt got into macrame because apparently that was a thing at the time. And they made matching macrame Santas.
They're hideous. They're absolutely
now,
hideous.
My Aunt Deborah went to the store and got the right, like the peachy flesh-toned stuff for his face, like, because they were making white Santa Clauses,
of course.
And so they got the peachy flesh tone for hers, but they ran out of it for the one that my mom was making. So she kind of got this like taupey color. It's not brown enough to make it look like a Santa of color. It looks like he's sick, or sort of like a tree color. It's a weird shade of brown that is indescribable. But anyway, she had that macrame Santa, and we hung it on the closet door, like the big coat closet in the living room. We hung it on that every year, and it still gets put up even now that she's gone and we're not in the household. But his name is Santa Dog, and we would I freaking love Santa Dog. He's hideous. He is so bad, but he is Santa Dog, and we love him. And my mom would always hate when we called him Santa Dog, but fucking love Santa Dog, man.
Those are awesome.
They're
those
terrifying.
Things are so amazing.
And what's worse though is I think the one that was made in the legit color is scarier than actual Santa Dog turned out. They're both real horrible. So. There you go.
Mine was we didn't really have a tradition or anything. Just, go to bed early. We would watch the news for the Santa tracker, like everyone else. I was telling Leah recently something I remembered, because I've said before on the show that I don't have vivid memories of my early childhood. Up until I was like a teenager, I don't remember a whole lot of stuff. But I remembered something very recently. And during the Christmas season, not Christmas Eve or anything, we would make cookies, Christmas cookies, but I think we would make like little gingerbread men, but they weren't gingerbread cookies, like they were sugar cookies or something. But we would put on those little ball sprinkles for buttons, and I just remembered sitting there and like eating those one at a time, those little ball sprinkles. Yeah, that was just something we did at Christmas, because I was like, they look metal, but they taste like sugar, and I ate a bunch of them. I also stopped believing in Santa at a young age, mainly because I could deduce that Santa wrote back a letter in two different handwritings most Christmases. Like, we'd leave a letter, and then there'd be a letter from Santa later in the morning that, like, my dad would write the first part, my mom would write the second part or something, and one of them would write in cursive.
And they didn't have a sparkly fucking gel pen. That was the problem.
Not at all. But, like, if you're going to do that, like, coordinate a little bit and just say, all right, let's put it in one handwriting, but if I have something I want to say, I'll just dictate it to you. Don't both of you fucking write the letter. It looked like someone wrote with both hands. Like, like Santa was like writing, and then he was like, oh, I got to pick up a cookie. Let me switch hands and do it. It was, anyway. I enjoyed Christmas as a child very much. I loved Christmas time.
If we ever have a kid, I'm going to go overboard with that stuff, and you're going to need to tell me to calm the fuck down.
No, don't. I want them to believe until they're 20. Marissa, what is something everyone looks stupid doing? Leah, what you got? Podcasting.
Yeah, I mean, for real though.
Sitting
that
here
is legit.
with my fucking headphones on, waiting for Leah to say something. I look like a fucking moron.
Yeah, no. Something that everybody looks dumb doing.
Walking dogs. Never. I've seen one person look cool walking a dog, and that was Daniel Radcliffe in that movie where he was walking 14 dogs. That was it.
Roller skating? You can't be cool roller skating.
I disagree. Have you ever seen?
I have.
Some people doing some strange stuff.
And you look like a dork no matter what you're like. You could just be like the most coordinated, twirling, awesome. Like, I mean, okay, I will say roller derby just makes it look badass, but it's still awkward. Like, you just look kind of weird if you got roller skates on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, rollerblades are the badass roller skates. Mine is pooping out of a tree. Everybody looks real stupid doing that.
Oh, gross.
I don't know. We should maybe read these ahead of time and prepare answers.
Yeah, we should,
so?
But we don't, so.
Eating a slice of pizza, maybe?
Eating a banana. Everybody looks dumb doing that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you do it real sexy.
No, that's just gross.
Yeah, you're right. Everyone looks stupid eating a banana. I agree with that. Bananas are way too phallic to be a fruit. That can be the title of our autobiography.
Too phallic to be a fruit?
Yeah, we're going to make it big and we're going to publish a book.
Nice.
Too phallic for fruit. Oh, from Kim, what is your least favorite Christmas movie? Least favorite.
My least favorite Christmas movie is It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, that movie's terrible. I don't get it. That movie's so bad. You got anything else to say?
I also hate The Christmas Story. I know everybody
Christmas
hates
Story. It's
that
a
I hate
Christmas
it,
story.
But whatever.
A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story. I don't like it. It's terrible. Don't make me watch it.
I can agree with your It's a Wonderful Life pick. I love A Christmas Story, though.
I also don't like White Christmas.
Never seen it.
Holiday Inn's good, but it's mostly not a Christmas movie. Anyway, but yeah, no, definitely the worst one is It's a Wonderful Life. Don't make me watch that. Which is weird because I like Jimmy Stewart and I like Jimmy Stewart movies and all of that, but It's a Wonderful Life, no thank you.
Yeah.
Not here for it.
I agree, Leah. That movie is so bad.
But the original Miracle on 34th Street, I do love.
That's a good one. I also like the one with Matilda, though. The newest one.
She's pretty awesome.
Yeah. See, that's not... I don't know why you would bring that one up when we're talking about least favorite.
Also, if you don't follow her on, like, social media, she's really cool.
Yeah, isn't she a writer now?
I think so, but
Author,
like she's
maybe?
just a cool person, influencer on like just social media. She's neat.
I don't know her name. What's her name?
I could have told you if you hadn't asked.
Okay, I didn't ask. What's her name? All right, well, y'all Google that.
No, hold on. I've got to know now.
All right, we'll Google it.
Shit. I want to say it starts with an M, but I don't.
I think
remember.
it does. I think it's Marissa? Melissa? Maldives?
Mara Wilson.
I was so close.
I was trying to call her Maria, but no, it's Mara. Yeah. Mara Wilson. She's pretty badass. Highly recommended.
I agree. Y'all go find that and watch her version of Miracle on 34th Street. That was in the 90s?
Yeah.
Early 90s? Mid 90s? I don't know. Sometime. Y'all go enjoy it. And don't watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Agreed.
It's a terrible movie. All right, y'all. Well, I had a great time with Midweek Minis this week. How about you, Leah?
So fun.
Yay. Send in more questions. Send in more personal stories. And we will see y'all on our next installment of Midweek Minis.
Bye, y'all.